Today we're going to cover plural nouns, and then I'm going to give you some examples of ways to change different nouns to make them plural. Plural means more than one. So off to the side of your paper, write plural equals more than one. Okay. So when a word ends with S, CH, SH, X, or Z, the rule is that we add ES. So under the flap, you're going to write add ES, like in buses. When the word ends in F or FE, you're going to change the F to a V and add ES, like in knives. So you're going to change the F to V and add ES, like in knives. Okay. When the word ends with a consonant plus O, you're going to add S or ES, and you have to check a dictionary or ask Google. So you're going to add S or ES, but you need to check a dictionary. Okay. My examples for this one are photos and volcanoes. When a word ends in a consonant plus a Y, you're going to change the Y to I and add ES, like in babies. Okay, let's go through some examples. I should go back and tell you also that this is rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, and rule 4. So make sure that you have labeled rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, or rule 4. Okay. So let's go through some examples. You should have this sheet. It should be cut out and pasted. So dish. Dishes or dish ends with an SH. So remember that rule 1 said that with words that end with S, CH, SH, X, or Z, we add an ES onto the end. So dish becomes dish is. We added the ES onto the end. My next word is hero. Hero ends with an O, and that is rule 3. Remember that rule 3 says when a word ends with a consonant plus an O, add S or ES to the end. And I know that heroes is spelled with an ES. Okay. Country. Country ends with a consonant plus a Y. So rule 4 tells us that if a word ends with a consonant and a Y, we change the Y to an I and add ES. So I'm going to change the Y to an I and add ES. Goddesses. Goddesses ends with an S. To make goddesses plural, I add ES because that's what rule 1 tells me. Shelf ends with an F, and rule 2 says that if the word ends with an F or an FE, I change the F to a V and add ES. So everything before the F stays the same, and then I change the F to a V and add ES. Okay, then I have life. Life, because life ends Okay, so life is going to be different for us because it ends in an FE, so kind of like the same one above. I'm going to keep LI, and then I change the F to a V and add ES to lives. Okay, watch. Watch ends with a CH, and rule 1, let's rewind. This is rule 2. Okay, so rule 1 says CH. That's rule 1. So I add ES onto the end. I don't change anything, I just add ES. Okay, tragedy ends with a Y, and rule number 4 says that if it ends with a Y, I change it to an I and add ES. So I'm going to keep it the beginning the same, change the Y to an I, and add ES. Okay. The next one is a consonant plus an O, and I know that rule number 3 tells me that I need to add ES onto the end. Society ends with a Y. So rule number 4 tells me I change the Y to an I and I add ES. And then the last one is glasses. And glasses ends with an S. So I'm going to add ES onto the end because that's what rule 1 tells me. Okay, good luck.